Today is December 3rd, 2025, Alligator Alcatraz and the new American Gulag nobody wants to talk about, okay? Gather around because I'm about to spill the tea that's so scalding hot it'll melt that stupid red hat right off your head if you're still wearing one in 2025. You know those secret little hellholes the orange tyrant used to brag about like they were 5-star resorts for bad hombres? Yeah, well, guess what? They didn't disappear when he waddled out of the White House coughing up McDonald's wrappers. They multiplied. They got uglier, meaner, and way more hidden, and the worst part, nobody with a microphone seems to give a damn anymore. Let me paint this picture for you. Down in the sweaty armpit of Florida, there's this place the guards laughingly call Alligator Alcatraz. Cute, right? Sounds like a theme park ride until you realize the alligators are real and the prisoners aren't getting off the ride alive. No lawyers, no phone calls, no medical care, nothing. Just concrete, heat, and a whole lot of government employees who have decided the Constitution was more of a suggestion than a rulebook. And now that charming little blueprint is being copy-pasted across the country like the world's worst IKEA furniture. Indiana just opened the Speedway Slammer, yes, that's the actual nickname going around, and Nebraska proudly rolled out the Cornhusker Clink like it's a new craft beer. I wish I was joking. NPR, bless their polite little hearts, finally dragged themselves out of the brunch line long enough to drop an investigation that says 2025 is already the deadliest year for people in ICE custody in decades. Decades. We're talking numbers that make the post 9/11 black sites look like a sloppy amateurs. People are literally dying in there from things that would get a dog taken away from its owner, but when it's brown immigrants in orange jumpsuits, suddenly everybody's cool with it. Dehydrated? Tough luck. Diabetic and need insulin? Oops, we lost your paperwork. Beaten by a guard because you asked for water. Snitches get stitches, amigo, and no cameras rolling because these places are designed to have zero witnesses. And here's the part that makes me want to scream into a pillow until I pass out. They're moving people into these new black sites on purpose. Not because the regular detention centers are full, oh no. They're moving them because when you stuff someone in a secret facility in the middle of nowhere, complaints disappear, lawsuits disappear, journalists disappear. Dead bodies just become in-custody incidents with no names attached. It's deliberate. It's calculated. And every single day Congress lets this keep running, they're signing off on it. Yeah, I'm looking at you, spineless goblins in suits who cry about border security but won't lift a finger when American soil starts looking like a dictatorship's basement. I love how the same people who lose their minds if you say Happy Holidays instead of Merry Christmas are totally fine with secret prisons. Where's the outrage? Where's the my body, my choice energy when it's someone else's body being broken by our government? Oh right, that only applies when the body is white and the issue is abortion. Got it. Rules for thee but not for me classic. You know what really grinds my gears? The orange tyrant isn't even in office anymore and his stench is still all over this. He built the playbook, demonize, dehumanize, disappear. And the current administration, too terrified of being called weak on immigration, just kept the machine running and slapped a new coat of paint on it. Same cages, same cruelty, new branding. At this point, the only difference between the parties is one side pretends to feel bad while doing it. These aren't detention centers. They're black sites, American black sites. Say it out loud because it sounds insane, but it's happening. We are running secret prisons on our own soil where people vanish and die and nobody is held accountable. And the fact that this isn't the lead story every single night tells you exactly how broken everything is. So yeah, I'm mad. I'm furious. Because while half the country is busy arguing about gas prices and Taylor Swift's jet, human beings are rotting in hellholes we built, funded, and ignore. And the guards, they go home, kiss their kids, and sleep like babies because they've convinced themselves they're just following orders. Sound familiar? It should. They're vanishing mamas, daddies, and straight-a students into Alligator Alcatraz. Now listen up, because I'm not even halfway done dragging this rotting corpse of a story into the sunlight where it belongs. And if you think I'm going to whisper just because some bootlicker might clutch pearls, you clearly wandered into the wrong tea party. These aren't cartoon villains or faceless illegals the talking heads love to screech about while they're stuffing their faces with Chick-fil-A. These are mamas who have been packing school lunches in the same kitchen for 15 years. Daddas who fix your roofs and pick your strawberries so you can pretend avocado toast grows on trees. Teenagers who have never known another country and still got straight A's while working the night shift to help pay rent. And right now, today, ICE is snatching them in the parking lot of Walmart in front of their crying kids and vanishing them into places that make Gitmo look like a spa weekend. Picture this poor woman from Guatemala who fled here because gangs put a bullet in her husband's head for refusing to pay taxes. She finally gets asylum court dates after years of waiting, shows up like the rules say, and boom, instead of a hearing, they throw her in the back of a van and ship her straight to Alligator Alcatraz. No phone call to her lawyer, no chance to tell her babies goodbye, nothing. Just gone. And the kids, they're in foster care wondering if mommy abandoned them while the foster parents pat themselves on the back for saving them from their own mother. Are you kidding me with this garbage? Meanwhile, states are lining up like it's Black Friday for human rights violations. Indiana's already breaking ground on their copycat dungeon. Nebraska's bragging about how fast they can pour concrete. And I swear Texas is probably auctioning off naming rights to the highest donor. Welcome to the Ted Cruz torture terrace, y'all. Because once Florida proved you can lock people up, kill them slowly, and nobody in Washington grows a spine, every red state governor with tiny man syndrome wants their own private playground where the Constitution doesn't apply. It's like watching cancer metastasize in real time, and the doctors are too busy arguing about pronouns to notice the patient is dying. And the absolute gall of these people to act shocked when entire communities stop trusting the police, stop calling 911, stop cooperating with anything, because they know one wrong traffic stop and poof, their brother disappears into the speedway slammer forever. Congratulations, geniuses. You've turned law-abiding neighborhoods into ghost towns where nobody answers the door. That's not safety, that's terror. That's how you breed the exact chaos you claim to be preventing. You want to know the sickest joke? Some of these folks have been here longer than half the MAGA mouth breathers screaming, "Go back to your country." They pay taxes, they serve in the military, they coach Little League, and still get treated like enemy combatants because some bureaucrat stamped the wrong box on a form 10 years ago. But sure, keep telling me this is about rule of law while you cheer for actual secret police rounding people up at dawn. The hypocrisy is so thick I could spread it on toast. I'm yelling now because I'm beyond furious. These are human beings with names, with favorite songs, with kids who still leave drawings on the fridge, and we're letting ICE play God deciding who gets to exist and who gets erased. And Congress. Those overpaid clowns are too busy fundraising to even pretend to care. They'll hold 16 hearings about Hunter Biden's laptop, but won't lift a finger when American soil starts looking like Pinochet's chili. Cowards. Every last one of them. This spreads, it never stops at immigrants. That's the part nobody wants to say out loud. Give the government the power to disappear those people today, and tomorrow it's you for wrongthink, for protesting, for posting the wrong meme. Authoritarianism always starts with the most vulnerable because it knows the rest of you will stay quiet if the victims don't look like you. Wake up. We need investigations yesterday. We need cameras in every hallway. We need these hellholes bulldozed and the people responsible dragged in front of cameras explaining why they thought American black sites were a brilliant idea. And if Congress won't do it, then we the people need to make their lives so uncomfortable they can't sleep at night. Flood their offices, camp on their lawns, scream their names until they remember who they actually work for. Because if we let Alligator Alcatraz and its evil twins keep breathing, we deserve whatever nightmare comes next. On my comments, I have attached a link for you to tell senators and Congress to get rid of these facilities. Please consider. MAGA, please note, I was not talking to you and I do not need permission to speak up. And God, do I fearlessly speak my mind. I just want to thank you all, like, share, comment, and follow to stay connected. It also helps me out a lot. I appreciate your time and I love you all. I am Santiago del Carmen Maria, the Queen of Crowning Thoughts. because I say it like it is. Crowning Thoughts True Speaker Copyright 2025 by Santiago D.C. Maria is licensed under Creative Commons Attribution Non-Commercial Share, alike 4.0 International.